You're right.
Hi.
So, Rose. Yeah, awesome.
So I'm going to start by asking all of you guys, who are you as a band and who are you individually?
As a band, I think we're a bunch of different people on the same space, and we come together as like a noisy bunch of dudes who want to create the same thing. We all have one common target, I think, which is very convenient, because I think sometimes bands don't last because a lot of the dudes in the band don't have the same idea. But Lorenzo brought in a lot of the content that we needed to get a good kickstart with like bouncing ideas off of each other creatively, and I think that led to a good start for the band, honestly.
Gotcha. Nick, do you have a different answer to that?
No, that was pretty spot on. I think we all have slightly different musical backgrounds, but in a similar realm, which is nice because we all like bring kind of different ideas
That's
to
fair.
the table. It's kind of a good mishmash stuff, you know.
I do kind of like sense that you guys kind of all come from different experiences when it comes to making music and playing music.
Wildly
Like genre as well.
For sure.
Like I grew up with a lot of classical music and played in orchestras growing up.
Oh wow.
So I started with violin, and then I did trumpet, and then my entire elementary school I sang, and I think that led to a good understanding of what music is and how to make it, and how to like bounce ideas off of friends and such. But yeah.
Angel, do you have a different answer compared to those two? About what Painspresent is as a band, or who Painspresent is?
I don't know, they were pretty spot on with everything, but yeah, I mean, we all definitely do come from different musical backgrounds. Like me, I just got thrown into a band one day, and I didn't even play drums at the time, but I was like, I want to be in this band, so I'm going to learn drums, and then I did, and I was very ass, and you know, but yeah, that's just how it is. I feel like you gotta be ass to just start out. I mean, we started out, we're all new, you know, and then we just gotta make our way up from there, and that's how it is with anything, really.
That's pretty fair. Like, you always got to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like everybody always says, like, oh, like, the best way to learn an instrument or learn whatever you're doing is by being in a band, you know?
Yeah. And it really helped that Lorenzo had songs made already for us.
Yeah.
I really give him a lot of kudos because he had like a whole idea ready for the band for us. And he found the people he wanted to be in the band, and once we started listening together, like all of us together, when we first got to the bog, we would have the song with us, the rough idea, and then we would find it on the guitar or find a rhythm on the drums, and we would basically build it up from there. It wasn't like a whole new song, but the ideas were there, and we built it together into a new kind of beast. And I think that without the original ideas, we wouldn't be where we are at this point.
Yeah, definitely not. And that got us started like really quickly. Like
Yeah.
we had like 7 songs, I think, that we still play from that list. But
Yeah, the original.
the first couple shows, like we had 3 songs or 4 songs the first show. The next
Yeah.
one we had like 4 more than that. So it's like we worked really quickly at first.
Yeah, we've only been doing this for 7-8 months.
Yeah,
I want to say.
something like that.
And the first album with the first ideas is almost done, and there's always more to work on, but we're really excited to finish this up because it's been a long time in the making, I think. So, but Painspresent as a band is cannot be boiled down to like a simple idea, honestly, just because there's a lot of different influences in each separate song that the best we can do, I think, is scrams. It's just, you know, the target we're aiming for is there. But there's so many different things put into a single song that we're not writing the same structure every time. It's crazy. I think it's because we're all a little bit neurodivergent. We just don't have like the same ideas every single time. But it helps to be all together in the same room.
Sure.
Like, I notice when we're away from each other for a little while, it tends to, it simmers down a little bit, and once we all get together back in a room again, it just suddenly kicks right back in. So yeah, as a band, I think we really stress being all together and serving the same ideas that we can, as a band all together. Speaking of all together, we don't have TV right now. TV's in Toronto.
They're here in spirit.
But they're in there. They're like
Their spirit is in there. Lorenzo, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Do you have anything to build off of other than what they said about what Painspresent is as a band?
Yeah.
I think a good question to ask is what it means to you, because I remember asking you that before. You had a really good explanation.
Yeah, Painspresent's like how should I say it? It's like a way of looking at like life and stuff. And what I mean about that is like you can't like allow pain to like take over your life, or like trauma to like take over your life, like and that's easier said than done, and like you wanna just avoid it, right? That's like the quickest reaction is to avoid it and like push it away and bottle it up. But like the mentality of like trying to like accept your traumas and like let them be part of you, but like let them be part of like your past, so they're still with you, but it's like not something that like lingers in your common day to day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like out of this trauma you can like receive like the gift of the trauma, because there's always like a lesson like behind some shit that you go through, whether it's bad or good. I don't know. I mean, so like Painspresent can mean a lot of things is what I'm trying to say, and that's like the basis around it, but it's up to like the listener's interpretation also, I mean, some people like say pain's present, like it's present in the room. Some see it as like pain's present, like a gift.
Another way I heard it was Painspresent, as in the pain represents itself.
And shows.
Yeah. I like the idea of music being able to draw something out of you that you might not be able to reach on your own. So being able to reconnect with past pains or past traumas, like Lorenzo was saying, being able to push it out through a really loud guitar signal or a really deep drum beat or really loud vocals, it all culminates together. We all have these things we went through in the past, and we try to make it come out through the music, and hopefully people will be able to hear what we're going for and being like, I get the idea and I understand what's happened to me, and this is what this makes me feel and think about. There's a lot of, I don't know, I like to say there's a lot of magic in music, and sometimes it can bring out some crazy stuff in your brain.
For sure. like therapy for me for sure. Like every time like we get together, well, number one, like even just like hanging out together is like therapy, but like making music is like a deeper form of therapy. And like after I'm done like writing something, or like after we're done playing, like even just like rehearsing it just now, like it just makes me feel like lighter, like I just got some shit off my chest, because like I kind of did, you know. I mean, like depending on what the song is.
You didn't really have an outlet until
Yeah.
we all got together and we're like, this is what Lorenzo wrote.
And it's crazy too, cause like, like I brought to them like the name Painspresent, cause like originally I was like yeah, like what should we call it, like, but like I have this idea and like this is the concept like behind it, and they were all like so for it. That's like super cool, and that speaks volumes, cause like the name of a band sometimes could just like be silly, you know, and that's fine too. But like this one, everyone liked the concept behind, and like it's like funny how that worked. It's cool. Painspresent. It like existed before I even
That's what I'm
created
saying.
it.
It was just already a complete idea, and then you brought it up. And I don't think we had any other alternatives to it either.
Nah,
Not at all.
don't remember me.
So sick. But the music that like we make will like make you feel something, you know, whether that's like angry or sad or not alone or like damn, this shit is loud.
Yeah, that's true. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
What was it? You called it music to hug your friends to?
Yeah. Cry mosh. Cry mosh.
Cry
for sure.
mosh.
People like get right to our sets, like it's funny, like even the nicer songs, people are still dancing, like it's super cool.
Yeah, the quiet, melancholy intros get people really moving for some reason. Okay.
And speaking of that, what are you guys' musical inspirations, would you say? Because I feel like I hear a lot of different like influences in what you guys play. Would I be like correct on guessing that?
Yeah, for sure. We all have different favorite bands and different genres that we grew up on. I for one started with a lot of like prog rock for some reason, prog metal. My dad introduced me to Dream Theater when I was like 3 or 4. So I grew up listening to a lot of John Petrucci stuff and trying to. When I was little, I didn't try to like model myself after anyone in particular, but I grew up with a lot of heavier music, and then I got into more hip hop and like older like 90s groups and stuff like that, which kind of broadened my taste to different rhythms and different a lot of different cultures that use different preset rhythms that they have. Like I'll give an example. Like I listened to System of a Down a lot as a middle schooler and junior high. So I got to hear a lot of these very Arabic rhythms and different type of swing timings and stuff like that. And I think I like to incorporate a lot of what I write with riffs with different rhythms on top of the drums, and a lot of intricacies that you would have to look at to be able to understand it and stuff like that. But what I'm really into right now is Meshuggah. They're probably I can't go a day without talking about Meshuggah, I think. Neither can Nick. We're just, when I first discovered them, I was so blown away by the sound and the way that they made these alchemical songs. It's just so insane. And I model myself after trying to write in that way with, different rhythms and such. I don't do it much in this band, because we're kind of like
it still like bleeds through a little.
Right, it's like a straightforward rhythm, but with like like picking intricacies and different fingerings that are cool. But yeah, that was definitely my top influence, is just trying to be as out there as possible. But yeah, that's me.
I grew up listening to a lot of like straight progressive rock. Rush is definitely my all-time favorite band, but also like shit like Genesis and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and I really liked a lot of like classic heavy metal, also like Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, Megadeth, that kind of thing. So when I started finding bands that crossed over the progressive metal kind of thing, like Diego was talking about, that's kind of like been my favorite as of the last 5 years or so. Dream Theater, Opeth, Meshuggah, of course, but also like older stuff, like, damn, I can't remember this one band, but my uncle put me onto a lot of progressive stuff because he grew up on the 80s wave playing drums, so you'd find a lot of just crazy drummers like that. Death, that kind of thing.
Death. What a band.
Fantastic band. Chuck Schuldiner,
Rest in peace.
the best. And yeah, I don't know. I got into the screamy kind of vocals more recently. Opeth kind of put me on to that kind of thing, and they cross over between regular singing and scream stuff. So it's a nice little dip my toes in, but no,
And then you get thrown right into screams.
Yeah.
Mostly, alls I listen to is screamo. Like, don't get me wrong, I love other music genres, but screamo is pretty much my all-time. Like, I hate sex, I hate myself, I hate blah 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 blah. Screamo is just, I love it so much. That, and I also really love second wave emo, fourth wave emo. It's probably like my two favorite waves of emo. It's all pretty good. Yeah, I'm mostly just a huge emo listener. It's pretty much, I'm not a big. I like metal. Not too big on metal, but yeah, it's pretty much where my musical taste comes from. It's just emo music and screamo. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Lorenzo's my twin with that. I can't lie.
Yeah, no, like, so like my brother is a artist. He's a rapper actually, and I grew up like making beats with him, and like like real young, and then like when I was like, I don't know, in like middle school, I was like starting to dress different and like, you know, like find myself a little more, and like with that came like music and stuff, and I got into like the local scenes, and in New Jersey, like the local scenes were like hardcore scene, and then like emo was like popular, and like the hardcore scene didn't like the emo scene, and like that was weird, and I was like torn. I was like torn in between the two, you know, because like my uncle and shit, they like showed me Madball and like a bunch of like New York hardcore bands, and but one of the first shows that I went to was a band called The Used, and they played in Jersey a bunch, and a couple local bands like they brought on to play with them and shit. And there's that one album with the doll.
Oh, what is it?
The Used.
The Used.
Yeah, it was a self-titled album.
Is there a song?
And it was around. That album came out before like I like went to that show that I'm talking about. That pretty much like changed my whole dynamic on like what kind of music I want to like make, or like what made me feel that way. Cause like when I first started figuring it out, it was more like post-hardcore stuff. But like The Used was like, they like stood out to me, and it was just like so heavy and brutal and like emotional, and like just like something I'd never heard. And that was like my introduction into like screamo music. Then I got into Silverstein, and then like more like underground shit. And then, you know, as time goes on, I never stop listening to screamo and shit. And
the funny
there's so
part is-
many good bands that have been coming out. That's crazy, and I'm super happy to like be involved. It's just insane. Honestly, like my favorite stuff is like the local shit.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't ever get into screamo when I was, just like learning how to listen to music.
Yeah.
Like it never came up for some reason, but like the deepest emo I went was American football, and that was because it was so beautiful.
That's good for guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
For you to have heard that was like,
Yeah, I agree.
super clutch. And there's something to be said about like Diego and Nick playing scrams and like playing screamo music. It's super cool because like they lean into it more and more every single time. And like Diego wrote the most scrams fucking riff like a month ago. It's awesome.
Which one was that?
Wait, it was hella long ago actually because freak shit. But like we really only like started playing it like a month ago.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, freak shit is a good example of that, and like Nick too. They're all like leaning into it, and it's super dope. It's super crazy to see because like a lot of the riffs that like I wrote, like programmed.
You wrote it MIDI, yeah.
Like
MIDI program.
it's like nothing for them to play because they're like into like the
At
most
least you
progressive
set chords
shit,
down,
and
man.
then I'll just be like, yo, like, can we do this? And I'll be like, yeah, all right. And then just like, can we add this? And it just sounds crazy as fuck. And we're just like, all right, yeah, that's great. That's way better than what I programmed.
I remember when we first heard Working Class Lovers, this
Yeah,
wave
you're
of
like-
this wave of emo washed over me. And I
Yeah.
was like, wait, I've never heard emo sound like this before. And then I wrote the riff that goes underneath the main
I
line,
love that
and
one.
it just worked out so perfectly.
I love that
So
one.
chunky.
I love that one
Love
for
it.
sure.
What does your process of writing music look like? Because I heard you mention that
It's all over
Lorenzo.
the place. It's all over the
Yeah,
place.
we do a mix of like a bunch of stuff. Like, since we were touching on freak shit, like that one worked out like Diego will like record himself like playing guitar randomly, and if he like plays something good, or maybe he does it on purpose and he's like writing stuff, but he sent me that riff.
I was
think
writing, yeah.
He either put it in the chat or sent it directly to me.
I sent it to you.
And I fucking like, if I'm being honest, I didn't see the message right away.
Brad, it took you 2 weeks.
And I was at work and I listened to it and I was like, I like stopped what I was doing. I like dropped everything. I like went to the closest like coworker that plays guitar, and I was like, bro, oh my god,
And you
listen
called
to
me.
this,
Yeah.
bro. What have I done, bro? What have I done?
Yeah, I was just messing around.
And then so like I played the clip for everybody here, and like then he like played, and fucking Angel was like, oh word, and like that was it pretty much. No, I'm just playing. But nah, yeah. So like somebody starts with like a riff or an idea or something.
That's what you did.
Sometimes it's I want a song that like sounds like this song or
Mhm.
like has this part in it, kind of thing. We
Yeah.
have a mix of.
Yeah,
Creative
I don't
process.
think we've had a song that was spontaneous yet, besides maybe
No.
Freak Shit, because
We gotta jam more.
yeah, we don't jam a lot. I don't think we jam at all actually.
Yeah,
Because
no, it's
you
like-
came in with all your ideas. We wrote over the chord progressions that you gave us. Angel just wrote all the drum parts based off the stuff we were doing together.
Yeah.
And then there's another song that TV wrote that was basically done. But then I wrote a riff on top of that. and
That's
then-
a good riff.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
like
good
that riff a lot. We still have to finish recording that. I need to redo that.
Yeah, I gotta do my part still too. So.
And
What's another one? Oh yeah.
there's nothing else we've done that's been, out of thin air, sort of. Besides, the stuff that you brought us might have been out of thin air. But we don't follow a structure. We don't follow like a predetermined
Yeah.
like worksheet that we can follow and say this is how we write our songs.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, I think we're probably gonna have to start narrowing down how we're gonna like.
Yeah, we'll probably develop some kind of
Yeah.
structure as time goes on, like naturally.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because I was thinking about this the other day. We're all like individual artists, as like alone, which is there's something to be said about that, because that has a lot to do with like our writing process also, because like Nick writes songs. he has fucking great songs that
He had like an hour-long song or something.
it's insane. And then like
Not quite.
Angel's multi-talented. He could be a band.
That's
Just
true.
like himself. He could just be a band, you know? And like Diego too, Nick too, like everybody here besides me could just be a band. I mean, again, me too probably, but I mean, that's the point that I'm making though, is that like we're all like individual artists too, you know? And so like there's a lot of material and ideas that like are already up there, you know, floating around. And like they were saying about like how we have like different musical backgrounds but all fall under like this one same folder that we all love. It's like this Venn diagram of all the music that we're into, and then there's like that little center part in the middle. Yeah, that's what genre we are, but who knows what that is.
Amalgamation core.
No, but I mean, we're definitely a Scrams band, a screamo band, post-hardcore, if you will. I don't know. I feel like Scrams is a pretty solid term now, right?
True. Yeah.
Screamo is such a big.
It's an umbrella term.
Yeah, umbrella term. It's huge. It can
I feel
go
like
any ways.
a lot of people have kind of like appropriated it though, and that's why people came up with scram. It's just like a joke,
Yeah.
and then it kind of became a serious term, you know.
Yeah. It started out as like absolutely blown out shitty screamo, but I think we can kind of say that we have mixes that are blown out like that, but I think
I'm familiar.
Yeah, you know all about it. You know all about it, but I think we follow this like the same idea. We just want to be as loud and crazy as possible, and then there's also moments where we calm it down and it's like twinkly and nice.
Melodic.
Yeah, melodic crust. I heard.
Yeah, we were called Melodic Crust recently, and
Who said that?
We're embracing it. This guy Jason that plays guitar.
Thank you, Jason. Oh wait, was that the guitarist for Deadweight?
No, but he knows that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it now.
How did you guys first form as a band? Because I know Angel has told me that story once before.
Well,
It's a nice story.
Angel found me on the street and locked me in his basement and
Okay.
forced me to write songs.
And they finally let you free.
And then he was like, "All right, we're gonna be called Painspresent. This is what it is, bro." And
So
like,
I formed the band.
I'm only gonna feed you pizza. That's it.
Angel, do you want to tell us that story?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. So it happened here. This is the bog. Right now we are in the bog. This pretty much was an abandoned warehouse, and then this dude named Nick bought it out.
Nick.
Yeah, Nick, not this Nick.
No, not
but
this Nick.
A different Nick.
Shut up, Nick.
Bought this place and then just lets us jam and shit. And shout out to Brandy Melville for
Woo!
just
We love Brandy Melville.
letting us.
The late Brandy Melville.
Chill.
The
Yeah,
late Brandy
because
Melville.
Nick is Brandy Melville's friend, so that's how they just let us
Through
come over and
Scootering.
jam.
Scootering has played a
Yeah,
large part.
Scootering.
in this
Scootering
band.
is definitely.
You
Yeah,
met
for
you
sure.
met Lorenzo. You met Harry all through Scootering.
Yeah.
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 We wouldn't be a band if it wasn't for Scootering.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's straight up.
Yeah, so shout out Scootering, shout out Brandy Melville. But so there was a show called Banshee's Ball. It was last Halloween of 2025.
Well, wasn't this called the Banshee Ballroom? Wasn't it?
Maybe, I don't even know. I just know the show was called Banshee Ball, but
That might be some lore that we don't know.
yeah, I don't
Who knows?
even know, bro. But Lorenzo was doing security for that show, and
How's everything doing?
my ass was spray painting the walls and shit. Lorenzo was like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I got permission, I swear. and then so later that night, I was walking with TV because I've been friends with TV for a while now. But so we were just walking around and we were talking about being straight edge, and so we were kind of arguing whether cheating on your partner is straight edge or not. And I was like, I didn't really know. I was just like, well, you know, straight edge is just, you know, like if you're drinking, smoking, you know, using substances. And TV was like, no, like cheating on your partner goes against being straight edge. We were just like walking out. We come across Lorenzo and I was like, this dude looks like he would know. So we asked him, and then Lorenzo and TV caught up in a conversation. I'm like, I don't feel really social right now, so I'm gonna walk away. And then later that night, TV texted me and he was like, hey, that dude named Lorenzo is trying to start a band, a screamo band. Like, would you want to play drums for it? And I was like,
Had you already played drums for your other projects before that? Because you're in.
Actually, I'm in a band, Eternal Requiem, and we played at Banshee's Ball that night. That's why I was at that show.
Sure.
So that's how it all started in a nutshell, really. And then after that, made a group chat, and Lorenzo got Nick and Diego, and yeah, that's how it started.
Here is the exact spot that me and Angel and TV met. I'll show you. Come here.
Some deep lore.
Yeah, this is the vibe.
So I was
Give it a tour.
exactly in this spot.
Yo, this is where me and Lorenzo first met.
That's exactly what he's showing me right now.
I was walking with TV over here. We were like, you know, walking and shit, and I was like, let's ask this guy. He looks like he would know.
And I'm like this.
He was doing that
know,
exact pose.
just like
yeah,
chilling, you know?
just chilling.
No, yeah, there was a table here. We were doing doors, pay what you can. Everybody paid. No
That's
issues,
awesome.
you know? I mean, that's another thing. There's something to be said about that. Like, every single show that's like, pay what you can. Like, we really mean that. And I paid for people to get in before, you know? But I think a lot of our community gives back and funnels back into the shit, and that's like what we do. We try to be an active cell in the community that's also funneling back into the community.
Yeah, we try to do giving the money to a cause at like every time we can.
Yeah,
Like every show we plan, we try to get someone like us like Rochester Rapid Response. We've helped raise a lot of money for them.
Yeah, and we're not the only ones either. I
Not at
mean,
all.
like, Randy Melville is about that life. Like, Harry's about that life. Sammy, E-Dog. The last show that we played at Breaking Free, they gave the money to Dave. They didn't even take it. Dave paid them, and they were like, "Oh, here, give it right back." And Dave was like, "Are you sure?" And yeah, so I mean, we got some good family around
Yeah,
us.
that's how it started.
You know.
How did you manage to gather Diego and Nick for the?
Yeah, so like, just to hone in on that like story about how me and Angel and TV met, that what a crazy night, man. And
That
like,
was fun. That night was so fun.
this place that we're at right now, the Bog, is like super special, man, and like crazy shit. But yeah, they were like, all right, is cheating on your partner straight edge or not? And I was like, bruh, if you guys are in an agreement to, like, you know, be together and not mess with other people, and you go against that, then yeah, that's not straight edge. But also, like, the term straight edge has like been skewed as time goes on, and like the crowds of people that claim it have been skewed also, but that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, Nick, scootering, man, crazy. Scootering. So I met Harry from Brandy Melville, scootering years ago, and we've known each other for a while. I met Nick scootering years ago. Damn, it is years ago now.
So did Brandy Melville sort of bring all you guys together in a sense?
Yeah,
They
so
helped push
that
it.
show, man, I really think that show is like the night that like sparked it all, and it was like so random, but I think it was because of the energy from that show that like led such inspiration to like push so many people in the direction to let this all actually happen. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I met Diego online. I posted something about a guitar or the band or something.
You said you needed a guitarist.
And we were like talking, and I was like, how do you feel about like screamo music? And we got into like that, and he was like super down, and I was like, well, fuck, like
That was gotta
check
happen.
his little clips out too, and he was like, bro, this guy raps like this is crazy, and he's down, like we gotta try, like.
I think it went. Harry reposted your ad for you needing a guitarist,
Oh shit,
and Daya actually found the ad, and we had only been
Actually,
together.
it was Angel.
It was Angel.
I was following
Angel
Angel,
reposted
and
it.
I found Angel's
Oh.
post.
Angel
and,
reposted it, and
yeah,
then-
I sent it to you, and I was like, "You've been
Damn,
talking
that's-
about wanting to get on stage for a while.
That's
You should hit these guys
That's
up."
crazy.
So it was just like a big moment, and then you also knew Harry from Canandaigua,
Oh yeah, Dickie Shorts.
Dickie Shorts,
Dickie Shorts.
and
Yeah, what a
yeah,
wonderful
and then I
guy.
got in touch with Lorenzo, and then I was up from there. And everyone else was already like together in it, so.
I just remember I asked Lorenzo, like, what are some inspirations you want for this band? And when he said, he named all of my favorite screamo bands I could
Go off the top of your head.
Train Breaks Down, I Hate Sex. Fuck, what else did you say?
Widow Dusk.
Widow Dusk.
Widow
Is
Dusk.
it Catalyst?
I definitely say Catalyst.
Yeah.
The
I was
big
like-
bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, like, sign me up.
It's funny you say big bands. That's how you know this. He's underground as fuck.
Yeah.
He's like the big bands.
Those are the big bands for screamo. Like,
Swear to God, it is though. It is
yeah,
for sure.
but yeah,
For sure.
I was overjoyed when I heard that.
Yeah, and I had like demos. I had demos and like I have background like programming stuff, and so I had demos and stuff just like all done like on my computer keyboard, you know, in
Like-
FL Studio and Bandcamp. Bandcamp's awesome. And,
Or Band Labs or whatever it's called.
BandLab. That's what I meant to say. BandLab. What I say?
I was gonna say Bandcamp as well, to be fair. I was
Nah. BandLab and
GarageBand, I think it's.
GarageBand.
Yeah.
GarageBand, yeah, that's it.
So between FL and GarageBand and BandLab, I was able to make the demos and
And now we're recording on Ableton.
yeah.
What a big step.
Every dog.
What does the local scene? Oh, I got that on camera. We've been waiting to do that all day. What does the local scene mean to you guys? Like, I know, like, you guys kind of brought up Brandy Melville a bunch and like scootering.
Yeah, well, it's like everything. I mean, fuck. Like, I firmly believe, bro, like, we all would have met each other no matter what.
That's
Because of the scene.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You too.
It's true.
Sure.
I agree about that.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, we would have met and made some music.
I
no
think it
matter
was
what.
divine timing, honestly.
You know,
with,
like,
with the band at least, but we were all like coincidentally all starting to get into the scene at the same time.
and it's like, as far as like morals and like politics go, like, we all align, and it's just like beautiful like that.
I agree.
And not even just us, but like our community, and
For the
like,
most part.
we have each other's backs, and like we're all we have to filter out fuck shit within our community.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. It's not all perfect, but
Yeah.
we gotta try and keep it at least clean.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the local scene is just there's a lot of youth. There's a lot of young kids.
There's like RIT and stuff.
Yeah, college students, there's a lot of high school students coming too. They're all making bands, they're all making whatever the fuck they want to do, and I think having safe spaces for the younger kids and also, you know, other spaces for adults is like very important, because we're keeping out bad energy, and we're harnessing this, you know, this freedom of creativity and freedom of self, and I think that's imperative for a local scene.
For real.
Honestly,
Just have a space to feel safe.
Yeah.
You know, something that simple.
Yeah, there was like a big stigma like when I was in high school about there being like safe spaces.
Yeah.
Because it got flipped on its head
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
And it was just
So it happened downstate.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. But
I didn't experience that in the city.
No?
Everybody was like pro safe space. Like, oh,
that's a good thing.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, Rochester's always been kind of like a sketchy city, in my opinion. But it's a good turnaround, you know, seeing all the people like trying to be positive and creative, while also like standing their ground against people who don't belong at all.
Yeah.
Not to name any names.
I'm not gonna do that.
Good.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, I'm kind of fresh in the local music at least. Like I've been playing music my whole life basically, but that was with like orchestras you had to pay to be in, and like school orchestras that sounded like there was like 4 clarinets and different tunings and stuff like that. But it's nice to see people who are like who live near you, who are all in the same area, all like collecting in this one area and all just letting all this creativity like flow out. And it just opened my eyes to a lot of different subgenres. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't hear if you didn't go to shows like in the city.
You want to say goodbye to everybody, Nick? You want to say goodbye?
Goodbye. Thank you very much.
You guys, so Nick had to leave. He has stuff to attend to. So, another question I've been wanting to ask you guys is how have you guys dealt with any hardships you guys have had? Because the first show I saw you guys play, you guys didn't have Nick. It was just Diego.
That was our first show, right?
Was it?
No.
I think we
Like our
had
second
one.
show or
That was our second show.
Yeah, those are second.
Yeah, but where was the first one at?
the first one
Flying
was
Squirrel.
Flying
That was the
Squirrel.
squirrel. Yeah, we had.
I feel like I've seen practice footage of you guys from like above. Was that at the ball or at a different place, like Breaking Free?
That was probably Breaking Free.
Yeah, that was probably
Because
the first show.
that's where they
Breaking
had the
Free.
tall stairs and stuff.
Yeah, but how do you guys deal with like, how do you guys overcome like challenges? Like, say for example, you're like a member can't make it to a show or whatnot.
The only time this happened was when Nick had to go out of town, and then, you know, we had another debacle recently where we thought Angel wasn't going to be at a show, and then we were going to have E-Dog from Branding Melville fill in, but it didn't work out. And then Angel miraculously was able to come back and play.
Was that the last Brandy Melville show?
That was the last Branding Melville show.
No.
Sorry, it was the one before that.
Yeah.
So-
Out Breaking Free.
Yeah, and then it worked out all well, but
Yeah, I
the
was
only time
there.
that's ever happened was when Nick couldn't make it to a show and it was just me on guitar. And we haven't had any issues with you know, like double booking and stuff like that.
Fair.
But in the future, I think it'll be hard because we all play our separate parts. Nick and I don't play the same stuff every song.
Right.
So if one of us is gone, we have to boil it down guitar wise. But say if TV is gone, we might have trouble finding a bassist. If Angel's gone, it might be hard to have another person play what Angel plays. And then if Lorenzo's gone, we're kind of screwed.
That did happen.
We had E-Dog and Harry from Randy Melville.
And the audio like was not.
Well, the Squirrel, it's hard to mix sound at the Squirrel because everything is just bouncing back
Yeah,
at the speakers.
and the person, Sky from Comfort Object, usually does the audio for them, and they
Shout
were.
out to Sky.
Shout out Sky.
Shout out to Comfort Object in general.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
they
agree.
play. They all of them in Comfort Object. They all play a very big part in our community, in our scene.
They're like the
Shout out
best.
to them.
They're touring Canada right now, so it's just like,
that's a great-
go Comfort Object, woo!
It's great to see them doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that show was fun, but it wasn't the same without Lorenzo. And I think, I don't think we're gonna have issues, because we all have enough like open schedules sometimes to where we can plan out like a month or 2 weeks in advance
Fair.
and be able to, pull together a good plan.
Yeah, to touch on that, like, I don't even see it as like personal issues. It's just a matter of like organizing like what's gonna work. Because I just have like this sense of like comfort about how everybody feels about this shit. I just like, I don't worry that like people aren't like into doing this shit, Like I don't have that worry. I just like assume that everybody's just still on the same shit, And we all are, and I think that has a lot to do with it. Like we don't really gotta stress out about that shit because like it's just a matter of organizing, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't had anyone try to jump ship yet, so I think we'll do all right. Yeah, we weren't there. They played at the Squirrel.
How do you guys feel about the Brandy Melville, like them changing their sound, like that whole deal?
It's gonna be fun to see.
Because they were a bit important to the scene. I feel like a lot of people.
Yeah, they kind of kicked off a lot of the screamo around here, but with them wanting to do something new, I don't think that's an issue at all, because they kind of set, with the album they put out, they set into stone what they had been doing, and it'll be cool to see how they're rebranding. It'll be interesting to see.
Crazy timing too, because
Yeah.
we're about to drop an album and
I
then
know.
start working on
Tell us more about the album.
completely new stuff, right? And then Harry and Sammy are gonna be like in a completely new band, like rebranding, and like then E-Dog and I and a couple guys from Let's Blow Up New Jersey have something in the works, and it's just like there's gonna be like this whole new wave of scene.
Before we were saying before we were rudely interrupted, you guys have an album dropping soon, right?
Yes.
Any details that you can tell us about that?
It will be on some streaming services, and we'll have physical media, as well as like a couple cool extras.
I think we're really gonna push the physical media, because
Yeah,
it's important.
it's super important to all of us. I mean, like, we all listen to CDs, as you know. I mean, we all have like our own little collections and shit, and for some of us, like, tapes were like a little before our time, but like we still dig that kind of shit anyway. Same thing with CDs, really, like, kind of before our time, but like we still
I grew up with CDs.
think it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, we kind of got to witness like the fall of CDs.
Sadly, yeah. As soon as I was born, I was just thrown right into the iTunes hellhole.
Right. iTunes hellhole. Dude, that should be a song. iTunes hellhole.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Write that down.
It's gonna be on camera. Don't worry.
It's true.
But do you guys know when you're releasing it? Like how long it's gonna be? How many tracks?
It'll be sometime in June.
I'd give it a month. Yeah.
It'll be sometime in June, latest July, and we're gonna try and do it kind of traditional with like a show. We'll have
Release
a
party?
Album release party show with just like all homies and all homies like bands, and it should be here. The Bog.
The Bog, that's fitting.
Isn't Scribble Fest happening here?
I think so.
Yeah.
Screamo Fest?
Yeah.
That's near
Ooh.
the end of June.
Do you guys want to reveal?
Oh.
Can you guys talk about that yet, or is it like still under wraps?
We can cut this out if you want to.
I think it's fine. Just
Yeah.
talk about it.
But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's Sammy, and I'm pretty sure Harry are both behind it. I don't know who else is behind it, but I know Sammy and Harry. Yeah, they were telling me they're just gonna get like a bunch of screamo bands from like, I think it was like 11 a.m. to like 12 p.m.
So all day.
All
That's
day.
nice.
That's, I'm pretty sure
Screamo
what they were
Fest.
saying. But yeah, it should be fun. It should be
That would
good
be a
time.
great show to release.
Yeah, there's gonna be vendors too, I heard.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be cool.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna have a poutine truck.
Yo!
I'm just kidding.
That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind.
Dude,
Yeah,
so
Angel was excited.
disappointed.
I might bring my grilled cheese maker.
Bruh, maybe.
Do you have a panini press?
What?
Like a panini press?
No, like I got like a campfire grilled cheese maker where
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
got
A metal thing.
like,
Oh.
fire or something up. Yeah,
That would be kinda sick.
I'm gonna try to bring that.
But yeah, and
how many songs we got done?
yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I think
too.
we've got 7 done. at this point.
Let me check. Yeah, I think we have.
Like done. I think we've got like 4, like completely ready to go.
I thought we had more
Yeah.
than that.
Maybe I don't know,
Album one.
but we can't give away the name yet. I don't think we have decided on a name yet either.
It's not going to be self-titled.
I don't think so. No. Yeah,
There's
we
gonna
were-
be 11 songs on the
11
album.
tracks plus an ambient track,
Ooh. So like Brandy Melville style.
I guess.
With their like first song on their like album.
No,
It's gonna be smack
not
dab in the
really.
middle. I think we're gonna try to put it in the middle of the album just to
Yeah,
give a break, and then we'll kick it back into an actual song.
yeah. And then how many songs were on their album? I forgot. I think 8,
I think it
It's
was
like 8, yeah.
I think it was
7 or 8.
Yeah.
6.
All right.
He smiled.
Bruh. We've gone this far without a reference. And all of a sudden-
But yeah, and then you know, we got a bunch of stuff already that's not going to be on that album.
Yeah.
One song that we played, that we will play at future shows too. One thing to mention is like there was a couple songs that like I had that I wasn't even like gonna use for the album, or that I didn't have intentions on using for the album initially, and like after like clashing heads with everybody and like hearing everybody's thoughts, you know, like we all had a say in like what's on this album. You know what I mean? I mean, it was handpicked out of the shit. You know that.
How many songs did you guys go through to decide on the 11 that you currently have?
I think it was just all of them. I
Yeah.
can't name one that we haven't tried to take a crack at.
Yeah, I think there's 14 or 15, and then a couple like random, you know, like riffs and ideas and
Gotcha.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and then the 2 extra, the one that I wrote and the one that TV wrote, are gonna be
Yeah.
in there too.
Yep.
So I think we narrowed it down to like 8 of the songs that we originally came in with, and then like what is it, 3 others that weren't part of your original ideas.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but it just like when you hear it, it's just like its own piece of material, bro. It's like it's crazy.
yeah.
It's so crazy.
I think once we sit down and are able to listen to everything all the way through, it'll be cool to try to see if we can do some cool transitions between the songs, and see if we can make it all blend into one big story. Especially since this is like our first project that we've done all together.
Not just like the demo.
Yeah, not
Other
just
than
the demo. It's just like everything together. I think it's gonna blend really well, since we're all. There are a couple outliers, I think, between Freak Shit and Mirror Interlocutor, because everything we write on the guitars is in B standard for the songs that Lorenzo brought to us, but those other songs are in different guitar tunings. So it's cool to have the original stuff that we're doing, and then a couple other like. Lorenzo was really welcoming with like the different tunings that I wanted to play in, and the songs that I brought, and I think Mirror Interlocutor is a good like a genre like outlier, honestly.
Yeah,
'Cause we're blending like
for sure.
J-pop, J-rock, what TV wanted to do,
Yeah,
and then Lorenzo's doing the classic screamo over that.
yeah, for sure. And that's such a good song, bro. Like, I harnessed like TV's influence from it and like put my own like spin on like what I love from like Japanese culture, and of course it's the screamo scene.
Yeah.
And so like I pulled from that for my part on writing that song. But I love that song so much.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
But it is a little different than but yeah, that's what this next album's about. This next album is like gonna have some different sounds. It's gonna be screams, but it's gonna have some different sounds. It's gonna be sick.
All right.
We're already we have some ideas for the one after this as well.
Oh, you guys already have ideas for a second release?
Because he's
Yep.
got material, and then we're gonna have to. I think the next album is gonna be more of stuff that we write together spontaneously,
Yeah.
for sure, and hopefully we'll hopefully have a bigger difference between the heaviness and the quiet parts. As I really like that contrast that we've made together between the ideas that we've come up with for the clean parts and then leading into like a really heavy distortion part. The genre is becoming its own thing. Honestly, it sounds really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's kind of like how Pink Belt Screamo, you know?
Belt, white belt.
Yeah, have you heard of that, Rose?
Oh, Pink Belt? I've heard of White Belt, but I haven't heard of Pink Belt.
Yeah, so but like you get it, you know, it's like a subgenre of a subgenre.
Like sasscore and
Right,
shit like that.
exactly, yeah. So like, and I think, well, anyway, that's what I got from what Diego was saying was like, you know, we're kind of like developing like our own or falling into our own lane of like the subgenres of screamo. But yeah, for sure, it's sick. It's dope.
Do you guys have any closing remarks you want to say before we cap off the interview?
I love making music so much. I'm never gonna stop. I love everyone in this room and everybody that comes in this room. And I look forward to this year. This year's gonna be huge.
We're already
This
halfway
year's
through,
gonna be
man.
crazy.
I know.
Almost halfway.
Almost halfway through the year.
This summer.
This summer is
We'll
gonna be
rephrase
awesome.
that. This summer's gonna be a movie.
So many shows. The blog's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy lit in here.
And we're trying to play more shows out of Rochester, so
Woo.
look forward to that.
Buffalo,
Look forward to
Syracuse.
that,
Yeah,
you know,
we got for Syracuse show too. at
maybe
some point.
even New Jersey, you know.
That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
that would be crazy.
Septum Theory was talking to me about that, so maybe New Jersey, but yeah, it'll be great. Also, Tom Waits.
You guys,
yeah.
everybody always talking about Tom Waits.
Yeah, we forgot to mention Tom Waits.
I had to. I mean,
Like if TV
he
was here, TV would be mentioning
this
Tom
shit
Waits.
wouldn't be a Painspresent interview if like
This is true.
we didn't mention Tom Waits at least.
So yeah, hopefully we'll reach into our deepest desires of our hearts and write a Tom Waits inspired song.
You wanted to do a Tom Waits cover.
Yeah, we could do a cover of a Tom Waits song.
Forgot what you-
Nah, we gotta just dress Angel up like Tom Waits. Cause that shit would be fire.
It would be fire.
Give him a soul patch. Give him a little soul patch in there.
Wait, Angel Soul Patch would be awesome.
High key.
Angel, do you have any other closing remarks? Anything you want to say about the scene, about Painspresent, about music that you guys do?
Just honestly protect the scene, keep this space a safe space, you know, all of that. It's very important that the scene stays safe from, you know, bad people.
True.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say.
Gatekeep more is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, we gotta gatekeep this spot, man.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm very thankful for the blog, for everything that I met all of these guys. And everybody here, I'm thankful that I'm here, that I can be here in the blog, you know. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
And Diego, do you have any more closing thoughts?
Yes, music is a blessing, and without being able to harness all this power, I think life would be kind of meaningless. So go see shows. Don't wear earplugs sometimes. Feel the music. Sit on the ground and feel it through your rectum, and especially.
Are you guys punt now?
No.
Feel through your rectum.
No!
We're not fun.
We will never be punt.
We're far from punk.
And you know, get close with people. There's a lot of shit coming in this world, so I think it's a really good time for people to, you know, get in touch and stay close.
Yeah.
And definitely try to feed off each other as much as you can, and you know, look forward to the new music that your friends are making, because there's always something coming.
It's important we have community when the world's like how it is, how it's going.
Very true. I like to
It's
say
really
that.
important we keep everything safe. We can have this community.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what it all boils down to is community and music.
Feed your friends.
Yeah.
Make a meal, but get out there. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
That's
Say
part of our
hi.
message.
Say hi.
Yeah.
If you're at a show and you notice that there's a guy in there and he hasn't talked to anybody all night, but you noticed him. You noticed him not talk to anybody all night. That's now your responsibility to go and say hi. Go say hi, introduce yourself, make them feel comfortable. I met somebody really cool like that at a Flying Squirrel show.
Yeah.
He ended up being the son of the bass player of a band that we then played with.
Right. Yeah, the
That's
son of
awesome.
the son of the
And he
bassist
comes to all
in
the shows
Deadly.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the dude with the glasses you were talking about.
His name's Wyatt.
Wyatt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Wyatt.
Shout out Wyatt.
But yeah, and Wyatt's hella cool. So,
This is true.
yeah, say what's up to people that you see at these shows.
Yeah.
Any other shout outs?
Get closer. Shout out Brandy Melville. Shout out Mark Anthony Emo. Septum Theory's coming. And keep your eye out for Earl of Lemongrab. And I have more. Pick number 3. Shout out pick number
Comfort
3.
Shout out pick number
Object.
3.
Comfort. I was waiting for
Shout
that.
out Goat Farm.
Goat Farm's a big
Goat
one.
Farm.
Definitely
Shout out God's Love.
Shout out God's Love.
Friday in October.
Shout
Breaking
out
Free
Friday
Skate
Night.
Park.
Breaking
Friday in
Free.
October.
Who else? Shout out Hospital X Games.
Oh, I love
Hospital
that.
X Games.
Those are fire.
I'm doing vocals and tambourine for them at their next show.
That's awesome.
I heard they have a guest bassist too.
My friend, who I bothered them to, I told my friend, and my friend was like, dude, they need bass, and I'm like, dude, I'll tell them.
It's gonna be so
Oh,
experimental.
and Prawn, if you're into sludge.
Shout out Prawn. Catch me on stage with Prawn soon.
Shout out Prawn, yeah.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Also.
Shout out Bluto.
Oh, and Punt.
Shout out Punt.
And then,
Shout out Mountain of Woe. Shout out
The Psychic Garden.
Shout out the Psychic Garden, dude.
whoa,
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
big
Psychic
shout
Garden.
out.
That was
kind of changed
important.
my
Do you guys want to shout out the Bog?
Shout out the
You guys
yeah.
are the
The bog
Bog.
is coming, man.
Bro,
The
we
bog
are the bog is inside of all of us.
Can I also take a moment to shout out TV, who's not with us right now, Nick, who had to leave,
is- yeah, of course.
Annabelle from
Shout out
Mark
Annabelle.
Anthony, and
Annabelle,
Harry from Brandy Melville.
Harry,
Shout out Puts.
Sammy.
Shout out Puts.
Shout out Cloud Chaser. Shout out Cloud Chaser. We're gonna try to get Cloud Chaser back up to New York. Math Rock is gonna change the world someday.
Just shout out to the local scene, honestly.
Shout out to the entire local scene.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then shout out to Bluto. Shout out Sean Bissett, my big brother. He deserves all the shout outs in the world. Shout out Car Bomb, one of my favorite bands. And shout out Poltergeist. They're kind of underground right now, but I think they're gonna blow up at some point. Poltergeist rocks.
Biggest shout out of them all, Field Mouse Records.
Shout out Field
Congrats,
Mouse Records.
Field, A Major Pleb.
A Major Pleb, yes. Shout out.
Please subscribe.
My favorite YouTube channel. I actually have been watching a lot of the recordings recently. It's really nice to have an archive. and everything.
I try my best.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
What's
Who else?
that? Hot Stuff Productions.
Oh, they do like all the video,
Shout
like
out
live
them.
footage.
Shout out Bus One Loose.
They were super pivotal in the scene.
We have a lot of people to shout out today.
I guess so.
we know a lot of
A
people.
Major
We can't-
Pleb is the next Hot Stuff Productions.
That's very bold.
Get on the fucking wave. Rest in peace. What's it called again?
Brandy Melville.
No, that YouTube channel I was just talking about.
Hot stuff.
Oh, Hot Stuff. Yeah, rest in peace, Hot Stuff. Rest in peace. You would never know that I don't smoke weed anymore.
That's true.
You would never know.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Say goodbye to the camera.
Bye.
Peace out.